Thank you, Mr. Koda. The next speaker is Seima Yoshida. The title is Creating Our Better World. This year, there was a sad affair on August 26. Two reporters were shot during the interview. According to the criminal's Facebook, the criminal was discriminated against by the victims. I don't know whether this is true or not, but I can tell one thing. Jim Crow, the discrimination against black people isn't completely solved. A man who called Freddie Gray was discriminated against too. He was stunned by a Caucasian police officer during the questioning and died. His death was ruled a spinal injury. It's obvious that he was killed by the police officer's outrage. Also, a boy was framed and shot by a vigilante group. He didn't do anything, but he was shot because he was black. I think this is so unfair and terrible, don't you? Because of this discrimination, many black people were angry and they started a movement. The blacks rallied against the discrimination. For example, in Baltimore, some people threw bricks and bottles to police and set fire to cars. Many police officers and people were injured by this. Ironically, this movement strengthened the prejudice against black people. This led to even more black people facing discrimination. This is just a vicious circle, and discrimination will never be solved. Also, in the Middle East, disputes are constantly happening. People are dying in terrorist attacks, and most children can't go to school. What's worse, many people don't have their own house. This is unusual in Japan, but unusual things are usually happening there. Many sad things are happening in the world, but we shouldn't forget about the people who are trying to make the world better. First, Abraham Lincoln tried to stop slavery. He issued an Emancipation Proclamation during the war. Some of the slaves were liberated, but most of them were not. Unfortunately, slavery wasn't solved completely, but he did a great job to stop slavery. In the 1960s, Martin Luther King Jr. also had a big movement in the US and tried to stop discrimination toward black people, saying, "I have a dream." Recently, Malala Yousafzai has been trying to have all of the children in the Middle East educated. As a matter of fact, it's very difficult to be educated there, because some groups, such as the Taliban, are trying to stop the education. However, for her great movement, she won the Nobel Peace Prize, and her strong speech is unforgettable to everyone in the world. One day, she was shot by the Taliban and got mortally injured, but she miraculously recovered. She had a horrible experience, but she didn't give up. She keeps striving to make the world better. I think people such as Lincoln and Malala are so brave, and discrimination and disputes are so pointless because we all are human and must be equal. Why do we need to kill or discriminate against each other? I respect these people so much, and I thought, how can I help them? Of course, I can't do such a big thing, but I would like to keep presenting my ideas against discrimination by having opportunities such as this public speaking. I think this counts a lot because it's much related to our own future. Some people would say my speech is a very tiny thing, but I believe that my effort will also be one step to make the world a better place. And I wish that the world will be wrapped in the arms of peace. Thank you so much for your kind attention.